AI is not just another invention. Indeed, it's the first invention that can improve itself without needing us. Internet was a huge revolution that it connected all of us together, while AI can entirely outgrow us. Is it correct? Can AI replace all of us? Can AI erase humanity from the stage and take over? One day, can AI feel itself like a human? Humanity survived many revolutions before: fire, writing, languages, smartphones, electricity, and even atomic bombs. Those nukes didn't kill us. Yet, all these inventions pushed us forward while removing the old styles of lives. And AI is the next leap right in front of us, and this time, the danger is the leap can jump without us. 65% of content uploaded here every minute are AI generated, and the scripts, the articles you read online, most of them are written by AI models, while the images and videos are totally fake. And even the politicians you watch online, they might be deepfake as well, can't they? And recently, there were so many AI profiles that has fans, followers, and even sponsors. And all of them are AI. There isn't a real person behind the scenes, but people have emotions and feelings for them. People like them and follow them. It's insane. So my question is, are the humans leaving the stage to robots? Or is this a new kind of an act? Some call AI a bubble, value flowing in circles. GPUs are funding AI and AI funding GPU, just like dot-com era. But still, the dot-com era, even after the crash, it formed the modern world we know. Some of the biggest applications and websites we use today was formed after the dot-com era. So the crash is inevitable. It is really expensive to produce a revolution. Of course, there will be some consequences for the revolution. It's not free. Of course, it's not cheap. Of course, every revolution comes with certain consequences. Remember the fight between communism and capitalism, the Cold War times and the World Wars, which shaped the world back in those times. But now, the consequences and the expense is different. It's the money and the time you spend. Even after all those crash, even if it was so expensive, the crash itself was the revolution. And it's the same for the AI. Yes, it's gonna crash at some point. It's already on top, it's peaked. Because Nvidia stock made a lot of profit. Like Nvidia just told that they made more than $50 billion this year. Like less than a year actually. And still, their stock is going down. Why? They reached to the limit. They are on top. It was hyped so fast. Obviously, there will be a crash. And their value is gonna drop down. That crash is not gonna be the crash of AI or completely end of a new technology, failed revolution. That crash itself is the revolution. LLMs don't think, they predict. That's the mechanism. They hallucinate because prediction is the mechanism and it's not a mistake. That's why we reached to the limits of the LLMs. The cat understands the world we know much better than the GPT. Because the cat sees, touches, reacts and learns from the real world. But the AI today cannot do any of it. But that's why I told you the crash is actually the revolution itself. Since we reached to the limits of the LLMs, which is the best model of prediction, we can predict letters, but we cannot learn from the real world. Since we reached to the limits and it's gonna crash, all these big companies have to come up with some new ideas to keep their investors investing into them. Otherwise, they cannot survive. Remember Nokia, they couldn't keep up with the recent updates and they stopped researching and they died. They don't want to be the same way. This crash is gonna push all these big companies into research stage again. For this time, when they turn back to this research stage, they are gonna try to make AI learn from real world instead of predicting letters in LLMs. Once they figure out how they can feed the AI from the real world data instead of data centers, which we already reached to the limits, then the AI is gonna be capable of learning from real world like a cat or like you. Should you be scared of this? Is it gonna replace you because it's gonna be able to do similar tasks as you can do? Maybe it's gonna make them better than you because it's gonna learn from real world exactly the same way as you are doing today. The AI is gonna come closer to being a human, thinking like a human. Is it gonna replace you? Don't worry, it is not. But someone who knows how to use AI really well, sorry, but that person is gonna replace you. Imagine the farmers used animals for their farms and the ones who didn't know how to use animals for farming. Of course, the ones who knew how to use the animals went much better and the other ones got erased from history. It's the same. If you know how to use AI, of course you're gonna perform better in every kind of tasks than other people, while the ones who don't know how to use it are gonna get erased from history. So don't worry, AI is not gonna be our extinction, but our ignorance is. The real world has giant problems. The water is disappearing and the wars are growing like infection, while poverty is growing among the world as well, while we are discussing about artificial issues. The main question you should be asking to yourself right now is, how can you use AI to solve the real world problems for people? If you don't know how to use AI, the AI isn't gonna replace you maybe, but someone who knows how to use AI for daily life problems and solve other people's problems better than you, that person is gonna replace you. And you cannot escape from this reality. Sooner you understand this and start building your information, better it's gonna be for you. Someone is right now working hard and learning about AI to replace you in the future. We don't lose to AI. We lose if we stop learning. We lose if we stop building. Freedom is knowledge, and knowledge shared becomes a future. I will use AI to build that future. And if you are with me, then extinction is not our fate. Subscribe if you are with me. Subscribe if you are gonna use AI to build that future together to improve our world and solve the problems of humanity. Just join us and let's build that future together.